bevy. And I don't understand it. Listen, sometimes talking about the stuff that's going on continuously can drive you nuts. And so you just have to take a break from it. You know what I mean? But as soon as you come back, you're right back to the same thing. So it's almost like you want to figure out what should you be talking about since you don't want to talk about all of that stuff. But right now, we do have some. Let me see if I can move this over without losing you. I think you can still see me. If you can't, I'll come back over right now. But yeah, so there's recalled products from Simply to Go strawberry yogurt parfaits. Last time we talked about um, some of the recalls, it was strawberries then too, right? Yeah, it was strawberries then too. Now I don't know if you guys can hear me because, like I said, I'm sort of changing up. I can't take the cooped upness. I can't take the constant bombardment with like fake news that you can see in your spirit that's fake. So I decided that, when I come back, I'm just going to talk to you guys out in my yard or taking a walk or doing other stuff. And again, the dog's name is Christy. So I hope that you guys can hear me because this cell phone does not have a jack for me to put the ears in or the earplugs. So anyway, there are a bevy of recalls. There's so many that I really don't even think that we should talk about them all. I think what I should do is put them all inside of the community tab so that you guys can read them at your leisure and go over them and then determine which ones are most important for you and your family. Yeah, that's what I think. You can. Good. Thank you. You guys, I just really want to just chat with you. As you can see, it's been about, what, 2 weeks since we've been around each other. And I have to just be honest and candid with you. You all know that you guys can pick up a story that's got BS in it all day long and you guys can pick it apart. You do it right here in the chat whenever we're talking to each other. And over the past few weeks, I've just been seeing story after story after story, including the recalls that are all contrived and made up, in my opinion. Um, the last thing I think that disgusted me that I was just over the top.com with was the cows that has sort of just like all fallen out or whatever. That was one of them that just sent me over the moon. But now we have medications that have been recalled. We have had several of the more food products that have been recalled. They've just come up with the idea to tell all of us that when we thought that foam, it was like that liquid type foam stuff that they were using inside of the red ground beef that gave it the pinkish color or whatever. Now they're saying, okay, well, that's back. So we thought they got rid of it, but they didn't get rid of it. They allowed it in certain states, whether we knew it was allowed or not. Are you confused? I know that I am. So I don't understand any of it. What I do think is somebody said it here about a month or so ago while we were all meeting together and they were talking about recalls. I don't remember who it is. And if you're in the chat, maybe you'll say, hey, it was me. But there was somebody in the chat about a month or so ago. Okay, so now we lost Christy making noise. Now we got the air conditioner, but we still gonna stay outside. But somebody said it just seems like all of this stuff that's what it is, Gary Lee, pink slime. Somebody said it just sounds like they don't want us to eat everything or buy everything, that they want us to get scared and not purchase it all. So what I say is get what you need to get and bless it. That's what I say. Get what you need to get and bless it because it's really becoming where you can't purchase anything right now. Right. And then, and then, and then you see a lot of the stores that are closing. So you got the recalls, you got the stores that are closing, you got the bank that's failing. And I really feel like the more they use us to repeat it, it's gonna be a problem. You know what, Gary Lee? Gary Lee says that McDonald's uses pink slime. I'm gonna change the title of this, you guys, because I just want to chat with you. But we're gonna talk about everything. But you know what? That's probably the reason why the kids don't even eat McDonald's anymore, Gary. Because long time ago, I remember some of the grandchildren would just stare at it. They wouldn't touch it. They have enough sense to know don't eat it. And that's really, really, they're very smart. The kids are really smart. They're very smart. Hey, Scan family. And Donna, how you doing? I feel like they're recalling the food so they can inject the jabbery into all the food. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all say what you want to say. You guys are on, spot on. I'm not stopping anybody from saying anything because you see, with me being gone for the past couple of weeks, there had to be a reason. Sweet Donna asked, I think it was Donna. No, it wasn't Donna. I forgot who it was. Somebody said 2 weeks. Is there a reason to be concerned? I said yes. Be very concerned. Be concerned because I'm full. I think that's what it is. I'm very full of all of the stuff that's going on, and it's very concerning because they use us to continuously say it, YouTuber or not. And I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, so I guess maybe I don't feel what everybody else feels. I don't feel compelled to run and tell every single little bitty thing. And so for the last couple of weeks, I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Yeah, I'm going to change the title. But we are talking about the fact that every time you turn around, Marty, hi, princess, how are you? You're tending to the dog and morning chores. Much love to you too, dear. Bob Jones, it is, isn't it? Scan Family says, I have been super busy getting country property ready so that we can move. Good for you. Good for you. After Taco Bell did that Illuminati commercial. That's what done it for me, Gary said. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Because here's the funny thing. What was it? The don't oh Taco Bell. Hey Maureen. Taco Bell was the last standing restaurant in the movie Demolition Man. Wasn't it Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and the guy, the buff guy? I forgot. Rambo, the old Rambo character. That was like the last bastion of hope. You get all dressed up to go to to go out to Taco Bell. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Well, I think that's funny. But that's exactly where they're headed. They're headed with all of that stuff. And isn't it ironic that all of those things, yeah, they are. Let's just talk about the irony. I'm going to change the name of this, but we're going to talk about the irony. All those little things that are in the sky, they're all shaped like Doritos. Y'all, we can't make this stuff up. We cannot make this stuff up. All of the stuff that is up in the air and up in the sky is shaped like the triangle Dorito. And the last bastion of hope, the last place to go out and party with somebody in the future and have a great dinner is supposedly going to be Taco Bell, according to that movie. Oh, yeah. Watch out. That's exactly what they're doing. Well, you know what they're doing, Donna? I think we all know that they're trying to put it in the animals. So that way it doesn't matter who took it or who didn't take it. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I believe the purpose of the scripture that says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I believe that it has even more levity today. I know that all the word has some weight. But if you think about it right now, you could be going to eat something and you don't know what their intentions are, or you don't know what's in it, or you could just be going to the grocery store to buy something and you don't know what they put in something, right? Well, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and any tongue that rises up against me in judgment, you will condemn, Most High. Right? Right? That's the word. That's the purpose of those scriptures. I truly and honestly believe, yes. Yes, how I had to come out. I had to come out. I had to come out in the backyard, because I'm just so disgusted. That's it. Marty, honey, Marty says, Felicia, I can so relate to what you're saying. I'm feeling so over the news on this dismal situation that we can't really change much physically, but spiritually we are strong, which is the reason why, if you've noticed, when you don't give any light to any of this garbage, you don't feel a thing. Do you realize that when you don't repeat it, when you don't give it any light, when you don't give it any life with an F, when you don't do any of that, you don't feel nothing. You just feel cool, light, and airy. You just keep going on every single day, which is the reason why he declares that we are to live every day, one day at a time, not try to think about all this other stuff that's going on. Because as soon as you get wrapped up in it, baby, you wrapped up in it. And once you get wrapped up, you ain't getting out of it because it can drag you down. You'll notice that even your surroundings start to look a little different. That's the reason why I say, yeah, I ain't never made a lot of money on YouTube. So therefore, for me, I guess I don't feel compelled to come every single time something drops, especially when in my spirit I can tell that it smells something. I smell something that ain't right. I smell a lie. And so if I smell a lie, I'm not dragging it just to say I said it first. You see what I mean? All the contrived stuff. Just do it for one day. If we just do it for one day, we just act like we don't hear nothing they talking about. As a matter of fact, don't hear nothing they talking about. I put my phone on do not disturb when I'm working. And I'm really to the point now where I feel, you know what, being off the grid does not necessarily mean being away from family and friends. Being off the grid means, baby, you can't reach me right now. I don't want to hear it. Don't call me with no bad news. That was that old show with what was her name? She's gone on now, but it was The Wiz, and it was the, oh goodness, it was The Wiz, and I can't remember the lady's name, but the song was "Don't Bring Me No Bad News." Don't bring me no bad news. No bad news. Don't bring me none. And I tell you what, they keep you in a state of concern. They keep you in a state of fear. They keep you in a state of you ain't gonna be able to buy no food. You ain't gonna be able to get this. Can't get no water. The money ain't gonna be no good. Look at the coins. They ain't gonna be good. They ain't gonna take any more cash anymore. You're not gonna do this and every single day, just live. Just live. That's all you got to do is continue to live. Continue to put your trust in the Father above. Put your trust in the Lord. Put all your trust in Him. Do not sit here and let these people get you in a place where you just can't eat. That's her DIY queen, Mabel. Don't let these people get you in a situation where you can't think straight, where you're being bombarded every 5 minutes. You'll be dragging all of that negative energy, of which we are energy. We are energy. Uh, You'll be dragging all that negative energy and it'll take you down. It'll take you down all the way to Chinatown. That's exactly what it'll do. It'll have you sitting up here looking for all kind of help. It sure will. In all the wrong places. You be trying to find help in all the wrong places. So yeah, it's been a minute. But it's been a well worth it. The minute's been well worth it. We're gonna switch reels, you guys. I mean, yeah, we say this every now and again that we can get all that other stuff from someplace else. But I tell you right now, I'm fine without it. Because if you just think about it, just think about it. Living day by day, every day. Just live day by day, every day for that day. Don't you know from sun up to sundown, you'll be good. Just every single day, live every day by day for the day that you're in. And if you do that, you will see that you are better off right then than you were in the past, living a big week or a big chunk of time, thinking about how it's all going to end. And the sad part about it is rest several people's soul because we just lost somebody just recently in the YouTube space. And I tell you, to be candid with you, everyone is trying to prevent this big scary thing from happening. And yet each one of us are walking into our own destiny, one person at a time. Do you see what I'm saying? Please let me know you hear what I'm trying to say. We're all so busy running, trying to prevent the quote unquote inevitable that has happened here in this space over and over and over again. There is nothing new under the sun. And since there's nothing new under the sun, why not just enjoy today and live for today and give thanks for today instead of worrying about what we know those dirty dogs got planned? If we just do this minute, hold on, stop, do this minute. Okay, that minute's over. That second's over. Okay, now let's go to the next minute. Okay, that second's over. Now, in that time frame, you have been able to not worry about nothing because you're just dealing with right then. You just dealing with today. See, when you start taking your eyes open and spreading them wide open, and you start seeing everything they want you to see the way they want you to see it, they got your soul, because your soul is where your will resides. And your will is what you will and won't do. And if all you're eating is the fear that they're shoveling, don't eat this, don't buy that, don't do this. This has this in it, this has that in it. The eye drops is calling this and that. This is this going us all the different ways. If you do all of that, all you're doing is becoming a little bitty speaker for what they've got to say. Because you run tell that and realize you forget how much power you got in your words. You forget how much power you got in your words. And now, because you decided to eat the whole entire thing instead of taking 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time, one month at a time, because you decide you want to listen and take all that in, then we run around here and we losing it. We running around here and we losing it, but we forget that we were made in the image of the Creator. And because what we have now is based on something we said in the past, we keep taking that trash that they're giving us to say and being used as little speakers. And they know how much power you got, even if you don't know the fullness. We're little bitty speakers, and we're taking all that information and we're running with it, and we're taking it, and it becomes Rhema, word down in our gut, and it becomes real. And then after it becomes real, we say, we see, we told you, we knew it was going to happen. Well, you facilitated it. We all do. We all do. We all do it. Nobody is, there are some people who don't, but for the most part, we all do it to one extent or another. Fear, 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 fear. We're upset. We're fearful. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't use this. Don't use that. We were all running around. Oh, the 4G. Oh my God, the 4G. Then it came with the 5. Oh my God, the 5 is coming. Then we got the 5. Now we hear the 6. What we gonna do, y'all? So I invite you over to a barbecue, and we all getting together. But we cannot enjoy ourselves because we're taking what they did and what they said and how they said they were going to do this or that. Whenever we worry about what they say, what they want us to eat, what they don't want us to eat, what they want us to buy, what we should buy, what we shouldn't buy, how they crossbreed the animals now and all this other stuff to eat them. Whenever we get into that stuff, we get out of faith. And when we're out of faith, that to me is disobedience, because you cannot walk in disobedience and obedience at the same time. Something's going to give way. You can't say you trust the Most High and then turn around and have all that fear. So we done with the fear. I'm changing the name of the channel. Okay. Joy, I love you too, baby. This is the originale color, except for when my gray come in. Yeah, I had to put that color back in there. Yeah, you know how it is sometimes. You get tired of the lighteners, because the lighteners sort of make your hair get a little brittle, and you got to put a whole bunch of eggs on it and mayonnaise to try to keep it. I just said, put a black rinse back over everything. When the gray comes in, trim it out a little bit and keep your afro. Hey. But yeah, you guys, that's what we're going to have to do. I was thinking about it. I was like, we're going to have to change. We're going to do something. We're going to have to do something, y'all. We're going to have to do something, because we can't stay in that doldrums, at the bad news and the dark. You know what I mean? And what's behind the corner? The nose knows. We can't do that, y'all. We can't do it. Lots of doom, Daryl. And if we sit up here and do that, I mean, golly, I don't think y'all will be happy with me every time you talk to me and I'm talking, oh, this is going on. Now you see, listen, I could just see that every time I talk to y'all, I'm like, oh, and this is happening and that's happening. And this is happening and that's happening. And this is happening and that's happening. And they're going to get you. They're going to get you. You would be so upset with me for that. You would be so upset with me for doing that. I know you would. I know you'd be like, Felicia, why? 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 Okay, Daryl, it'd be like, what in the world is really going on? And that's so true. Hal just said it. They are trying to steal our joy and to make us schizophrenic. Girl, you are absolutely right. That can go so long. That phrase, what you just said, we can dissect that, slice it, dice it a lot of different ways, because once you think of that, the schizophrenia part is that we walk by faith and not by sight. and yet we're moved by sight. You see what we did there? Hey, Jeannie, that's right. The boogeyman is under the bed. Do you see what I'm saying? That's exactly it. So that's the schizophrenia piece because we all say, well, we walk by faith. I don't go by what I see. And yet we're moved by what we see because we're moved by everything that they put out there for us to listen to. We are moved by everything they give us, everything that's new. We running with it. So they don't need their own propaganda machines. See, their propaganda machines are for those who are already lost. They use the big boys, and that's us that walk by faith to push their real agendas. Think about that. Just let that sit there for a second. That's what they do. They use those of us who live by faith to push their propaganda because it works. Yes, it does. It works. If it didn't work, they wouldn't be doing it. That's how I see it. That is how I see it. You bad, Robert. Robert. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Zellerin. I didn't see Zellerin. Where's Zellerin? Hey, Zellerin. You see what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, you can't have the parfait. You can't have this. You can't have that. Can't eat this. Don't go buy that. You can get the replacement. Let me tell you something. We're worried about all the crap that they tell us is the recall today and the recall yesterday. The other day, to get the grandkids some hot dogs, I went and I got the Hebrew National. And I looked at the dates. We need to be concerned about the dates in the store, the stuff that we can change. Take those dates up there and say, excuse me, this says March. Clearly it's May. Deal with that stuff, the stuff that we can't control. Okay? You see? Hey, Vicky. Wow, Vicky. All of that stuff's a hot mess. All of it is a hot mess. They have been pushing their evil propaganda for a very long time. You know what, Donna? You're absolutely right. And here's the deal about that. If we decide that we don't want to deal with it, then we don't have to. Trying to make us doubt God. Absolutely, Ahal. That's absolutely right. That's what they're attempting. And then what happens is that once we do, how can we be a witness to anybody? How can we minister to anybody if we're running around here saying the same thing that the evil wicked one says? Everything he says, we saying it. Where's the hope? If they come to us to get hope, how they gonna get hope? Okay? How are they gonna get any hope if we are sitting up here pushing the same fear that everybody else is? And then they wonder, well, why would I want to follow who you following? Okay? Why would I want to follow who you're following if who you're following has you feeling the same way that I feel? You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's exactly it. Why would I want to follow who you following if who you following ain't doing no good for you? And that's exactly what a lot of people do. They decide, I don't want nothing to do with your God. I don't want nothing to do with who you believe in because, child, you worse off than me. You running around constantly fearful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Zenwin. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you even want to follow who you following? They don't need you. They don't need who you follow. If who you follow have them full of fear, anxiety, broke, busted, disgusted. Okay, can't get no help from nobody. Nobody will come around to check on you. Why? Because every time they come here, you come with the, oh my God, don't do this, don't do that. You're the don't do's. And people don't want to deal with the don't do's because they're trying to understand why are you so negative all the time. Well, you're supposed to be Christ in us, the hope of glory. And yet and still, every time you turn around, all we do is talk the doom and the gloom, the doom and the gloom, doom and the gloom, doom and the gloom. And then the funny thing is because we get the news from other sources, we think that it's best to tell it. And I'm going to tell you now, I got friends who are not even here anymore. They're not even here anymore. And they were running, telling everything that was sort of secretive and clandestine, but they're not here. They're not here. They're not here. So really, does it make any sense to be the first person to tell it? DIY Queen, thank you, baby, for supporting the channel. I so appreciate you. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Thank you. So it's like, why any of it? You don't have to get out the screen. You can come over here, or you don't want to be in the sunlight, do you? You see, it's baking my afro, and there's steam coming off. I can see the steam in the screen. I should move over there. And I'm sweating, but it's probably a good thing to sweat. Take my picture. I'm ready for my close up. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Afro steam. Daryl Calhoun said Afro steam. It might be something good in it. It may be good for us to have the Afro steam. But I'm telling you, every time I turn around, it's one bad story after another bad story. And here's the thing, by a show of hands, hey, hey, Oz, it's okay. But you know what? Here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. How many of y'all are tired of them beating the horse named Trump? They beating a dog out of that, ain't they? I mean, Trump, 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 Trump. Their attention's going elsewhere. Turn it back over here. Okay, wait just a minute. Wait a minute. What can we do? Tell them something else about Trump. They're going to find out truth if we don't throw them another distraction. Okay, okay. Hold on just a second. If they don't go somewhere with that dude, I am so tired of that man. But apparently it's working. And now they throwing in the DeSantis, and of which y'all know I ain't never trusted DeSantis. There's something about that dude. I've been saying it for a long time. He just remind me of a a runaway Cuban. That's what he remind me of. He remind me of a cat that came from Cuba and it ran away. And when he ran away, he had a whole bunch of secrets, and then he became I. uh-uh. I can't stand them. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of all of them. Run, hurry up. They're going to learn the truth if you don't throw another Trump story. And, DeSantis, to me, when he be standing up talking, he just reminds me of a guy who just cannot wait to tell the truth. To the gas chambers with all of them. I got the keys. Get them out of here, everybody. Get them all out of here. He's like the guy who cannot wait to show who he really is. It's who he reminds me of. That's who he reminds me of. Yes, Vicky, Russia, 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 Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. Okay? That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of a cat who just cannot wait to be honestly show you who he really is. That's what he reminds me of. Like, dang, they trying to make me out to be the hero, but they don't understand. I really just want to let them all go. Mm-hmm. I don't believe none of these. I believe that all of them, every last one of them, have one of those. What are they? IBMN or IBMB pages? Those actor pages. Somebody correct me on that. Those pages where they all show that they're actors. Okay, trading the devil for the witch. DIY queen. You be coming up with some good ones. But that's exactly right. It's like, hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You guys are all actors. Every one of y'all are actors. So I'm not believing none of you guys. And have you noticed when you stop listening to them jokers, you feel a whole lot better. You feel a whole lot better. So anyway, what you want to look out for the recalls is if you got those parfaits that I was just talking about earlier on, bless them or throw them out. Use some wisdom, however you want to go about it. If you're using any pharmaceuticals, hey, talk to your doctor, bless them, throw them out if you think something wrong with it. All of the stuff that they telling you something is wrong with it, bless it or throw it out. Or if you already took it, just remember the scripture. Just remember the scripture, because we just got through saying that's all you got to do. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what that scripture is becoming even more truthful today. Twinkies are still good. Daryl said Twinkies are still good, belch. And A House says, and America has never been independent. We have been under the rule of the queen. Oh, forever and ever. Forever and ever, amen. Oh, yes. Hey, Charlie. Yes, we have been under the rule of the queen forever and ever and ever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Yeah. And that's the reason why I crack up laughing when we look at our founding fathers. We know when we say that in the back of our mind, we know we know there's some ain't right. In the back of our head, our mind be pushing the front of our head like you tripping right. You tripping right. Those cats came here to do exactly what they came here to do. They came here to do what they did. Okay? That's the reason why every time something going on over there, we be sitting up there thinking, why do we got all of this stuff going on about the queen on our news? Well, because she is the queen, dead as a doornail. You think? I don't. I think she was gonna ride that out. Let's just talk about that for a second. I think Homegirl was gonna ride that thing out. I think she was just gonna sit there. They had reanimated her about a thousand times. She had just sat there and left and came back, reanimated her. Okay, all right. And me and Betty R had already seen that she was gone, and then they brought her back, and they tried to make everybody that believed that she was gone feel crazy. We wasn't crazy. We was not crazy. One chuck away, a bottomless pit. You see what I mean? Yeah, Donna, absolutely. America, let's see. You are telling so much truth. Well, it's so true. It is so true. It is. I don't know where Betty R is, but you know what? I love Betty R on TikTok and Betty R. You guys go support Betty R. She is pulling some truth out, you guys. She's got a lot of things that make you side eye, but you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. I think she's on to something. She's on TikTok and she's on the Instagrams. That's where she is, where you can find her. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Oz, Virginia Corporation. Now we are in trouble. Hey, Amy, how you doing, baby? Yeah, and they sent Harry over. Listen, let me tell you something. That chick is still alive, whether she's animated and they got a bunch of stuff going through her body. Them things don't die. Them reptiles they shed the skin and then they. Hey, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are they part of Bram Stokers? Are they part? They're somebody. And that's another thing we need to stop doing. We need to stop pretending that we don't believe what's real. This big old vast universe, this big old gigantic place, and mankind can be so egotistical to believe that we're the only ones here, that we're the only ones, and yet we always talk about they. Who is they? If we the only ones and there ain't nothing else that's going on, who they? Our whole. They did this, they did that, they said this, they said that. They. They. Oh, look at me. He looking at me like, why? Why? The woman yet thou gave it to me. The woman thou giveth me. Oh, Mike is here. Hey, Mike. I didn't see Mike. You know, they be messing with Mike on my channel, and I don't like that. And I'm going to say it publicly. Kyle Sellers, hello. I don't like that. I don't even see him. If he's here, I don't even see him. You see what I'm saying? Mike, I don't see Mike, but I see your message about Mike, but I don't like what they do to him. Every time I go to hit a like button under what he says or a heart or something, it'll say something like the system timed out or error or something like that. Every single time I try to like him or comment on what he says, and I don't like that. Because you know why? And I'm telling the truth right here too. Okay? I'm telling the truth right here too. You know why? Because that stuff makes the people angry at you. And they be thinking it's you. When you sit up there punching the button trying to like him, give him a heart, give him a heart. Error, error, error. I said, these jokers ain't no good. Says, girl, she's dead. Charles in charge. LOL. They were both trying to kill one another off. But yet they aren't human. Nope, they're not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes, girl, Amy, I am. Yes, let's see what you say. Mark got too many emojis. Mike got too many emojis, Daryl. Maybe that's it. But you know who else use a lot of emojis is our boy Rage. I haven't seen him, but Rage does it too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Joy. Oh, the system timed out. You see what I'm saying? So y'all don't be believing that stuff because listen, there's wickedness in high places. And high places is what? The airways. And so you already know. Ain't nobody trying to not love us. Heck, all we got is each other. We definitely not gonna try to cancel each other out because that's all we got. Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. I love him. He be cracking me up with all of those. Hey, Cheyenne. He does. But I mean, you already know that's who he is, so you expect it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have a nice hack. So you go to the stores and you get your cup. I'm giving them the Starbucks cup hack, and then you come home and make your own coffee. The only thing you have to wash is the coffee pot. So many truthers join the Trump train and are making money and won't tell the truth about Trump and are going to follow him no matter what because they want to keep Trump's followers. You know what, Ahal? I have to agree with you on that one. I have to agree with you on that. But you remember, Ahal, I know you were there. I know Marty was there. It was back in 2019. Was it about 19? When I was like, yeah, it was 18 when I started saying I ain't voting no more. And everybody was like, don't say that. Don't do that. Don't you understand? You can't do that. Well, because if you do that, then you're going to lead a lot of people astray. They're going to want to vote. I said, everybody can vote. I'm just telling you why I'm not doing it. I will take care of the local community, but that shit show up there ain't nothing but a doggone clown college. Every inch of it is a clown college, period. And you know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Bettina was a whole lot harsher than I am about it. Her favorite term, it's a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire. Have you seen this? It's a dumpster fire. Yeah, I'm done with it. I don't really give a rip. I believe that cat is just the biggest part of it as they always were. I mean, and you know what? We're so amazing because we can see exactly where the lines are. We can read it. We can read between the lines. We can see it all day long. But then when we want that conversation to go forth, we don't want to um, let the hope go. You know what I mean? No, I'm a staunch X, Y, or Z. You keep following that, you're going to be a staunch disappearing act because there's no love in any of these people believe in any of that stuff. There's no love in it at all. There's no love. They're not gonna find you out there because you were running around with the biggest flag or you got the biggest, sign. There's nobody out there that's gonna come help you. Where are they now? Where is your scooter? If you got a problem walking around, where is your scooter? Where's your scooter? Nene Leak said. She said, where is your scooter? And that's just the truth. That is just the truth. That's just the way that it is. That's the way that it goes. That's just the way that it is. I'm reading your comments as we're talking. Well, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go, but I just had to come and say, okay, recalls, 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 more than you want to know, more. Your meat ain't your meat. And listen, if you eat some of that meat, you'll notice you came across some of that pink blubber slob meat because it'll make your stomach feel poochy in the front and the top. Mine felt like a pooch pouch. And I had to say, oh, wow. I guess I ate some of the pink meat. Spent money on the meat. But you live and you learn. You know why I say you live and you learn? Because before then, I had gone and taken a steak, a roast, and had them cut it up for me and turn it into ground round. But this time, did I do that? No, I just decided, make the spaghetti and just go. Yeah, yeah. Then right in the center of the stomach, a pooch, a hurting pooch. Yeah, that's because of that crap. Where's James O'Keefe of Project Veritas? You see what I'm saying? I don't have no time for that, all of that stuff. Revelation chapter 13. Okay, that's right, Charlie and Amy. They don't want the truth out. And the way I see it is, since they Xing so many different people by way of, oh wow, um, oh wow, is that what happened to them? Oh wow, is that what happened to them? Oh wow, is that what happened to them? Oh gee, what a weird disease. Oh gee, what this and that. Child, please. I ain't playing with these folks. They can go jump in the lake. Keep that crap going. You know why? Because I feel like this. The word has already declared what it is going to be. The word has already declared what it is that is going to be. Period. So my job is to show love and live my life the best that I can and don't treat people bad. That's my job. Because you come here with an expiration date. Now we can make that happen a whole lot faster. We can rush that date if we go ahead and put enough stress on our kidneys. If we go on ahead and stress ourselves out enough, we can do it. Cut out the crap that doesn't bring you any peace. Cut it out. Cut out the humans that don't give you no peace. Cut them out. Scram. The news stories. Scram. Get rid of all of that crap because we don't have long here. We don't have long here. It's the way you live your life. Live it in peace and happiness. Okay? Practice treating people good. Practice that. Practice that. And don't listen to them folks. Let that stuff go. Now, I'm coming back. It's been gone for 2 weeks. But we're not talking about all of that other stuff, you guys. We have to change the moniker of the channel. We got to change something. We got to share some light. We got to give some light. We got to give some light. There is no prosperity in talking about all of this down and wicked and craps. Listen, we talk more about what the enemy doing than the wonderful things that the Father is doing for us. We talk more about the stuff that's going on. Trust me, I know. You got people that do this when they see you coming, they be like, "Oh, gotta go the other way." Okay, so we're gonna change up here. We're gonna switch reels. You guys send me an email. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Okay. All right. Y'all got the email. Hey, April. How you doing, pretty girl? Nathaniel, how's it going? That's what we're doing, y'all. We got to change. We got a whole what is Mercury still in retrograde? We got Mercury in retrograde if it hasn't already ended. We got a whole new time that's just changed. The trajectory of what we're dealing with right now. Everything is sort of shifting. We got all of the poles and all of that kind of stuff shifting. Everything is changing. And here we are stuck on the crap that they're doing. Leave them people alone. Let them go ahead on and do what they do. Okay. All right. And then we switch it up. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, hey, I need your help though. I need y'all help. Send something. Send me a message. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. Because we need to change up. Okay, so it's over now. Okay, but I thought that it was a period of what period was it? Oh, ended today. That's what I thought, Cheyenne. I knew it ended. Yeah, today. Okay, I knew it was close by. Yesterday. Okay, so between yesterday and today, because we know that they have changed the dates and times, we can honestly say that everybody who's given the proximity within the last 24 hours is absolutely accurate. How about that? How about that? Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do, you guys. The 15th. We have to find twilight before SHTF. Send me a message, sis, and tell me what that means because I don't know what you're saying. Although now, when you send me the email, I'll be like, oh, that's what you meant. Oops. Yeah. So that's what we're doing, you guys. We switching up. We changing up. We're not gonna keep dragging out the sad headlines of every day. Everything is sad as the world turns. As the world turns. Dun, 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 the music starts out beautiful. Twing ting ting twing ding ding ting 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 ring ting ting ring ting 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 brr, 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 brr. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Real time. You like that? Oh, Deborah Joy, it's so good to see you. Yeah, I'm done with it too, Deborah. We got to fix this, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, I need your help. Somebody better start a text messaging, emailing, or something. Give me the new direction or new something. Because I know we ain't going to be doing all of these doggone sad stories every day. I'm willing to take you guys sending me good stories from your community in a news paper clipping. If we want to do headlines and deal with it every day, let's change it. We can change the trajectory, if not of our of our nation, at least of our community, of this community that we've all cultivated here. We can do something. Transcend. Robert. Oh, wait a minute. But Miss Felicia, that's how they get viewers. Doom and gloom. I know, Nathaniel, and I'm done. I can't, baby. You see, it's been at least 2 weeks. I just can't. I just cannot. I just cannot. Shucks. Maybe I should have you guys help me put something out here. Y'all should tell me what we should put out there. I don't know. Or down here where this is right here. There's a bunch of stuff there. Bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. I don't know. But we're gonna do something different, you guys, because I can't do it. Who said bye, Felicia? Marty. Bye, Felicia. I love you guys. Gotta run. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Text me, call me, do something. All right, you guys. Y'all be good. Love every one of you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for the last 45 minutes here, 46 minutes and 27 seconds. We are going to have I'll be back and talk to y'all real soon. And we're going to change it all together. We're going to change it. We're going to change it. My neighbors are to themselves, not talking like I'm going to steal from them. It's strange. Okay. Okay. Nice yard. Thank you, Pink Salt. All right. Yes, Lord, I'm out here sweating. I'm sweating. Charlie, you too, darling. Maybe positive news of groups and people who are doing good to expose the fight. Yes, I like that. I like that. Let's do that, you guys. If you guys see any good news, send me good news. So don't bring me no bad news. Yeah, we got to. We got to because I can't. I just can't do it no more. TNT Free Speech, how you been? How you been? It's good to see you. Vegas need 8 hours sun per day. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Sarah. All right, y'all. I love each and every one of you guys. Y'all be good. This little cell phone's gonna go pop, 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 pop in a few seconds because the sun is hitting down on it. And you see, I'm sitting up here trying to wipe the sweat from my brow, my afro. I'm glad I don't have no afro sheen in my head. If I had afro sheen, I couldn't see. It'd be dripping all down on my eyeballs. He say, really? All right, you guys. Y'all be good. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.